a boxer, because there's some boxing gloves here tied to the seat. Right, so that's the old mill house, and they must have built that one as the more updated one when that one's gone to rack and ruin. Right, so let's start walking along the river here. Typical sight, shopping trolley. I have to take my time going down here now because it's slippy. There's bits of stones underneath it, like, but it's still slippy. Right, so no doubt I'll come across some slippy parts of the river embankment, either going up or down. Either way it's going to be slippy. So these little brooks are just redirected to go back into the main river from the side here. And that's like an old access bridge to get that mill house there. So that would have been used as a bridge across the river at one time for vehicles. You know, I've been here quite a few times now, and I've walked past here, and that's the first time I've noticed that these gates here and a bit of a bridge is there. So obviously when you're walking across the footbridge here, you don't take much notice of it. But now that I'm back here again, I'm seeing more and more. So that's the good thing about coming backwards and forwards to places. If you see things that you didn't see before, especially if you just take a nice, slow, easy walk, and you can take more in, like that. Look at that beautiful sight there, the top of that branch that's snapped off and above the water there, grey heron. It's just perched on the top of that tree. Take 3 just in case. I do. He's just perched on the top of that tree that's fallen over from the embankment. Just watching over the water. Be looking for fish for his breakfast. Looks like there's a bit of a clearing being gone on here. Clearing all the old bracken and fern. So there's about to be loads of trees in the water, and bits of dams building up. He's caught his eye on me now. He's oh, he's gone. Right, so I'm glad I got those photographs before I sort of walked along, because when he saw us, that was it, he's off. Right, here's the first dog water. The 2 dogs walking along, trotting along. Right, so you've got some nice, fast moving water here now. Hello, son. Come on, are you going to come and say hello? Good boy, son, good boy. Aye, aye. Sorry? That grey heron, he was just perched on that tree that's fallen over from the embankment, so I got four shots of him.
He's sitting on the top of it. I tell you what, there's loads of squirrels at the minute.
Yeah, I've caught loads. So yeah, I go along and I've got my GoPro 9 filming all the time, so if anything shoots out in front of us, I've got it on video.
Nice, yeah.
So lovely. Now that it's not raining, I'm afraid to say that word.
It's a lovely morning.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day anyway. Right, so you can go around the path there to miss going over here where the old dam wall goes across the river here. And where the embankment's on the slope now, it's a bit naughty, so you've got to go up onto the embankment here, the grass, so you get a better grip, not slip down there. But if you go to the wall here and stand on the wall, you can see the broken fish jump here, dam wall. Get a better look of it. And this is another channel that water used to go along, because you can see like an old archway there where the path goes over the top of it. Right, so here's the old dam wall. I'll take a picture of that now. So I've taken pictures of all this before, because I've done this walk along the river WANSBECK quite a few times now. Take my time because it's all green moss, that bit of a brick like bridge across it. So like I say, you can come along the path, or you can come along where I've just come. There's another dog coming along here now, white Labrador. So like I say, this is quite a popular. So you can see the way the stones have been laid to create that dam wall there. So it's deliberately on a bit of a slope, so the water would just cascade over the top of it and not push it. The force. There's water running along the path here after coming down from the hills there, up on there on the right. So that's a good indication that the pathways are going to be manky further along. And like I say, when you've got to go down bits of embankment, there's nothing to hold on to, and you're just slipping and sliding. Yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be in for some fun and games going along the pathway here. Right. Hello. How are you going to come and say hello? Come on. How are you?
A lot of rain.
Yeah. Gonna have some fun and games going along the pathway further along.
I know, it gets muddy, doesn't it?
Oh man. It's when there's nothing to hold on to when you're going downhill or up, you know, down where the stairs are. Enjoy your day anyway. So once again, obviously you've got his dog trained where he hasn't got a leader on the dog. Just call it back by his name, and the dog must have a good call back, recall. Like I had it with Con. He's a big miss. I mean, it's nice to take Bear out and have a dog in your life again, like borrow him and then take him back when he's a when he's a bloody nuisance. But I can just see that grey heron again. He's on the other side of the embankment and he's standing on a branch overlooking the river again. So you can keep an eye on the water, see where the fish are. He's positioned himself in a pretty similar situation, like I say, where there's a branch sticking out over the water. He's just landing on that and looking down at the water. Can't get a good shot of him though, because there's no clearing in the trees. So Damien, if you're watching this, fell wanderer, your territory, your neck of the woods, your backyard if you like. But he made a camp up on the top of one of these hills when he first started filming and camping in this area. But as usual, people worked out where it was, and the drunkards came and just pulled it to bits. I think it was up there on the top of this hill, because there's a bit of a drop down, and there's two like homemade shelters where you can sleep underneath if you didn't have a tent. I'm just doing a bivvy camp, and there was like two long trees that you could sit on. Nice little camping area, but the drunkards came and drinking and just wrecked the place as usual. I can just drop down carefully. So I've been lucky today so far with 4 deer in the farmer's fields at the beginning, and that grey heron just parked on the top of that tree branch in the clearing, so I could get a good couple of pictures of them, which obviously will go on me videos when I get home and render them. Here's a little wooden bridge across the little brook that comes down from the right. Obviously it'll be running quite fast because there's lots of rain. Yeah. So Damien's camp used to be at the top of that embankment there, and he used to tie a rope on the trees to drop down here to get some water. I like watching Fell Wanderer's YouTube videos when he first started off, and one of the first ones I watched where he says 2 days walking in the Chevians, where he walks along the College Valley, and then he goes up the hen hole, then scrambles up the side, then walks along the paved stones to the Cheviot at the trig point. And he's explaining to people on his videos that he says, I wasn't going to bother, he says, but I just opened up a YouTube channel because it's easier than making me videos and having to put them on CDs to hand them out to family members and stuff like that. So he says, I opened up my YouTube channel so I didn't have to do all that, and started posting them up online, and then his channel just grew from there. And then after that I was watching his videos where we'd go along Kerryburn towards the Kerryburn waterfall, and then he went up the hill, camped on the top of there in a tent for the first time. And then what's the other one where he was in the woods? Where he went to Thornton Woods. Where he went in search of, there's a hole in a cave at the bottom somewhere where he didn't get to it, and then he went to the cave. That's what piqued me interest in starting to go to Thornton Woods and start exploring the whole lot for myself. We went along long crags. He pitched, well, he laid down underneath the overhang of the rocks in his bivvy bag, and slept overnight there after camping, cooking food and that. So I liked his first videos before he started getting into advertising products and stuff like that. And because he was getting pressure from people, you know, wanting to watch these videos all the time, he started getting to the thought where he felt he needed to go out just to make videos to keep people happy. There's no way I do that. I come out here, do my personal walk and enjoy my personal space and put them up on YouTube for other people to enjoy, but I certainly wouldn't go out my way to come out just to make videos to put on my YouTube channel. Because what happens is you start getting, I don't know how to describe it, but when you keep going on your channel and you see more and more and more and more subscribers and more people saying, oh great, oh excellent video, blah 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 blah, you start getting this complex where you feel like you're becoming a king and there's many followers following you. I'm going to call it the king syndrome, because that's what happens to a lot of people. And then it just starts off normal, enjoying themselves, going out, make their videos and put them up, and then it's oh, I've got so many subscribers, oh, please click and share and, you know, subscribe to the channel, it helps a lot. And then what happens is they get that many subscribers, the companies look, oh, this guy's got loads of subscribers, we'll get him to advertise with products and we'll send them little tidbits for free. So they turn your channel into a shopping channel, which would never ever happen to me, never. I wouldn't advertise jack shit. But there's certain ones, I'm not going to mention names, but when you watch that video from start to finish, it's just advert for all products and it just pisses you off. I mean, people watch these kind of videos for going out in the countryside and seeing the terrain and like sound of rivers and water, not to listen, go on a shopping. I mean, if you want to buy things, you got on a shopping channel. So I can't speak for everybody, but I'm just one of these people that just, it gets me back up, because I know that these corporations use you and your channel to advertise for free, so people will buy their product after watching your videos. So they might be giving you free bits and pieces, but they're using you just the same, and they're turning people like me off watching your channel. So but getting back to Damien, it happened to him. He was starting to advertise products and working in his shed, the man cave in his back garden, and working on things. Now that's when it was interesting, because he's making his own tools, like a foldable rip saw for cutting trees, not for camping. That's when it was like interesting, but then eventually it just got to ridiculous amounts of adverts for products. Then he got rid of his car and he bought a van, and then it was inverters for the van for going camping to power his batteries and charge everything, this, that and other. So obviously he was getting free inverters, so he was in, you know, advertising. And I think this is where you start getting, you feel the pressure, where you've got to go out, make videos to get people to watch your channel and to order bits and pieces. So you get your subscription from these companies that ask you to promote their products. Once again, putting pressure on you and taking away your enjoyment of your personal time going out in the countryside or hiking just like this. But that's rant over. I've said me bit, but like I say, you'll never ever hear me advertising any product whatsoever. None. That's not the name of my boots, not the name of my cameras, not my socks, my jackets, waterproof jackets, nothing. What you see is what you get. That's it. Big money patches here now. Oh, come on, you going to come and say hello? Come on then. Oh, Come on in, come and say hello. Good boy. You alright? Sod you, I've got my stick. So that's what you need for walking along these pathways, welting boots. Especially if you're local and you come along here all the time with your dog. Right, so far along, you've got the picnic area you come to, and then along again, you come to the railway viaduct going over the top of the river. Right, so that's 3 dog walkers I've seen so far. Now this is where I'm going up to, if I bring Bear along here, this is where he'd want to go and run after that dog to play. And then I'll have to get the person to grab a hold of him so I can put his leader on to lead him away from the dog, otherwise he'll just keep running back after it. And I'll never get my journey done. Looks like there's been a vehicle along here and scraped this bit of the path. Because it's all wearing away, the path eroding because of the river coming up here and after heavy rains. So they've had to scrape it away, and they'll probably fill it in with all kinds of rocks and boulders and that to strengthen it again. But you can see where people have gone around the back of those trees. There's an alternative to get along here when it's all muddy and slippy, because it's on a slope going down towards the water. But at the moment it's just dry sandish. It's all right to walk on. It's not slippy. So just to reiterate, people, it's Sunday morning, the 10th of December 2023, and the big date that I've been talking about, mentioned several times. I know you get dates all the time and then nothing happens and you think, oh shit. So, but it seems that something's going to happen with the banks and there's going to be a big shutdown, supposedly Friday the 15th, because the bankers go away on holidays between the 15th to the 15th of January, so they wanted it done before then to get the reset. I mean, Gisora and Asora have taken place, but they just haven't announced it yet. But I've noticed that the price of diesel's come down now from 157 down to 152 now, 0.9. Because I reckon once Nasora and Jasora's taken place properly, all the prices for food and everything are going to go back down to where it used to be in the 1970s.